If you've ever felt exhausted on your runs, it's probably not your fitness. It's your nutrition. When I started running as a 16-year-old teenager, I thought I could eat anything under the sun and it would be fine. I was eating donuts, fast food, burgers, fries, whatever, until I realized that I wasn't actually making any progress in my running and that my terrible diet was actually slowing me down. Today, I'll share with you the top foods to fuel your runs, help you recover faster, and keep you feeling unstoppable. Plus, I'll share with you a few meal and snack ideas that you'll be able to use today. Let's get into it. The main thing with all of these foods today is you want to aim for whole foods over ultra-processed foods, because whole foods, they're natural, they're what your body needs, they're what your body wants, and it's just going to make you a stronger runner with better endurance and even speed. So to make it a bit easier, we're going to split this video in 4 parts today. The first being energy foods for endurance. These are basically the backbone of running. You want to be starting your day with slow burning carbs. We're thinking things like brown rice, oats, sweet potatoes, quinoa, whole grain bread, things like that. Complex carbs for steady energy. Think of these as the slow burning fuel that keeps you going on your long runs. They keep you feeling strong and awake. A really easy recipe for you. I start my day with this every single morning, and that's some warm porridge that I make in the microwave with oats, oat milk, a bit of cinnamon, flaxseed for a great source of fiber, a chopped up banana, a handful of blueberries and raspberries, and some chia seeds and peanut butter drizzled on top. Oh my word, absolutely amazing. It gives you lasting energy for your runs and also for your working day. If you're particularly rushed on a busy day and don't have time to make a big bowl of porridge, then you can go for some quick, long-lasting carbs like dates, wholemeal toast with jam or peanut butter, bananas, rice cakes. They digest easily and they give you a great energy boost for your running. One super simple thing you can do, literally get a piece of wholemeal bread, whack some peanut butter on it, chopped up banana, maybe even some chia seeds and some honey. Have that, it's delicious, and then you're good to go. The second section is recovery foods for muscle repair. Muscle repair is really important. A lot of people forget that running actually has a very big impact on the human body. It's a full body workout at the end of the day, and especially if you're a road runner, your muscles are taking a lot of shock impact from the road. Not only that, but the more you run and the faster you run and the longer you run, your muscles are going to start to break down and repair so they can grow stronger. But they don't just do this on their own. It's a mixture of lots and lots of sleep, good hydration, taking at least 1 rest day a week, and excellent nutrition. Excellent nutrition doesn't have to be expensive and it doesn't have to be difficult. I shop at my local budget supermarket, which is Aldi. Every shop I do is under £40, which is this in US dollars. Not to mention, I'm not buying really strange foods that you could only get from like Whole Foods market, but these are just regular fruits and vegetables and grains that you can get in any supermarket. So for recovery foods, what we really want to focus on here is protein. Protein is really important, and it's not just for bodybuilders, it's also for runners. One simple thing I would do right now is buy yourself a massive bag of either whey protein or plant-based protein. A really great website that does protein is Huel, and basically after every single run, yes, every single run, even if it's an easy 20-minute run, I would recommend having a scoop, 1 serving of protein within a 30 to 90 minute window of you finishing the run. Yes, you can have it later on in the day and it will still help to repair and recover your body, but our body and muscles are particularly feeling it right after the run, and a protein shake right after can really help your body get into repair mode right away. Some other really great options for sources of protein are eggs, Greek yogurt, tofu, and a really simple, easy to make and cheap recipe that you can make for, say, lunch every single day is a big bowl of quinoa with a bunch of roasted vegetables, whatever vegetables you prefer, about a cup worth of beans. I prefer black beans, and then you could also drizzle on some sriracha or some tahini or whatever other sauces or condiments you like. And not only is it absolutely delicious, but you're getting in some anti-inflammatory from the vegetables, you're getting some complex carbs from the quinoa, and you're also getting loads of good protein from the quinoa and the black beans. So that's just an excellent recipe. It really is that easy, while most people are spending hours every week on meal prep for these complex recipes, but it actually can be really cheap and effective. Another thing we want to look at is anti-inflammatory foods. If you don't already know, inflammation in the body isn't the best thing for longevity, so the rule is really try and get your 5 a day of fruits and vegetables in, try and get some leafy greens in, try and get some berries in, which you're already doing if you have that porridge with blueberries and raspberries. I think you're starting to get the gist throughout this video that we just want a good diet that consists of mainly whole foods. It's also to reduce the soreness in the body and to lessen the likelihood of us getting injured. If you want a really simple recipe, then I've made a video all about my favourite Australian breakfast smoothie that contains over 50 grams of protein, and I made a video all about it up here, so you can go check that out. The next section is all about hydration and electrolytes. This was something I was completely clueless about as a beginner runner. I thought you just need to stay hydrated for a run and that's it. We actually need our essential salts and minerals to stay hydrated on our runs. It's not just about consuming H2O. We need minerals and salts as well. Not to mention, dehydration is one of the biggest reasons that runners feel sluggish. No wonder you're feeling tired if you're going out for a run in the morning and you haven't had any water, any electrolytes, any salts. And you may have seen this for yourself. If you're running on a particularly hot day, maybe you've noticed on your own face or on someone else's face who's exercising outdoors, salt actually crystallizing around your brow. Well, this is actually the salt from your body being drawn out through sweat. And if you're losing salt in your body, well, you need to replace it, because ideally we don't want to be losing these electrolytes. And just to clarify, electrolytes is just a fancy sports term for your essential salts that your body needs to keep hydrated and to keep your energy levels up when exercising and just going about your day. I'd recommend the excellent advice from Andrew Huberman, the neuroscientist. He recommends that every morning get a big glass of water and put a sprinkle of sea salt and a squeeze of lemon juice in it, and that way you're getting in some good electrolytes and you're getting some good vitamin C from the lemon. Whenever I drink that in the morning, I feel so much more hydrated and I feel quite awake. It's almost like having a sip of coffee. It's really strange. Not to mention, you need to be drinking a lot of water. But one thing you need to be doing before every single run is making sure you've had a drink of water. I would drink at least 250 mils of water before you go out for running. I personally drink 500 mils of water before I go out running. Now, on particularly hot days or on particularly long runs, I will actually consume an electrolyte supplement. This is the one I use. I've linked it down in the description below if you'd like to check it out. And I'll have that before I go out for a hot run or a long run, or if I'm just feeling really sluggish. Now, I'm a proper nerd about these sorts of things. I go into even more detail about it in my free weekly newsletter, all about running, self-improvement, and just living a good life. So if you'd like to sign up, it's free, it's weekly. You can sign up using the link in the description below. But please keep hydrated. You don't want to drink so much that you actually drown yourself, because that's a real thing that humans can do. But you don't want to drink so little that you get dehydrated, and that can also cause serious health problems. So consume at least 2 liters of water every single day. Yes, this will ebb and flow as the temperature in your environment changes. I know when I'm in Australia, I drink so much more water than when I'm in the UK, because it's a much colder climate here in the UK, so you just have to adapt to your local climate. And the fourth and final section is foods to avoid. Now, we're following the common advice here, which is avoid junk food, and there's a reason why health experts say this. It's not just because people are boring and they want you to have a boring life. No, you can still treat yourself to a chocolate bar or a takeaway every now and then. We just want to make sure the times we consume junk food are few and far between. There's nothing wrong with having a little treat, but it's everything in moderation. And let's be honest, the more we consume junk food, the more we're hurting our running and our own body. Yes, I still eat chocolate, I still eat ice cream, I still have a takeaway from time to time, but I don't do it all the time. It's very rarely. In the same way, a professional athlete wouldn't eat lots and lots of junk food because they know it's going to hinder their performance. While you might not be a professional runner, that's okay, but we can still learn a lot from the professional athletes and eat a whole food balanced diet that's actually going to improve our running, because we all have different reasons for why we run. Whatever it is, we still want to look after our bodies and we still want to grow as a runner and get better. The truth is that junk food leads to dehydration, increased inflammation in the body, poor recovery, and even gut problems. These things are not good for our running performance. They don't provide your body with the essential nutrients and proteins and minerals that it needs, not only for recovery, but they're also cheap and rubbish rich carbs that aren't fueling your body for a decent sized run. And if you're relying on junk food to give you energy on a run, you're just not going to find it. The same goes for sugary foods. Yes, I will take a few running gummies on a marathon, but apart from then, I try and avoid sugary foods. Why? Well, they give you a quick high and then they give you a massive sugar crash, which just completely hinders your running, and it's just not a fun experience. So trust me, by following all 4 of these tips, your stomach will thank you so much for it, and you will see huge gains in both your running endurance, speed, and recovery. So what's your go-to running snack or meal? Drop it in the comments below. I'm always looking for new and inventive ideas. If you enjoyed this video, I know you're absolutely going to love this one here, so go watch that. And if you want to become an even better runner while having loads of fun along the way, then hit the subscribe button for more videos like these. In the meantime, get running, and I will see you guys out there. Take care.